Be the change. Be the change. Another day to be the change, or you can stay the same. It's up to you. There's nothing wrong with either one of them. But if you don't make any changes, if you don't go within, or if you don't do the work that is, most people try to avoid doing the work because it's difficult, it's challenging, and all that stuff. But if you don't do it, you are going to have the same life in 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. Your life is going to look the same unless you make changes. If you make the changes within, you can be in the exact place where you are at right now. If you're not happy there, if you do the work within, you might find yourself in the same place feeling completely different after a year or maybe two. So it's very much worth doing the inner work, getting to know yourself on the inside. How do you feel? And you have to be quiet in order to hear those things and feel those things, because we've been taught so many other things that is overshadowing how we truly feel about it. Once you find your inner compass, like how you truly feel about it, then you're going to be able to make your decisions based on your feelings and go in the direction where it is safe and good for you to go. So let's see. Creator, what is this message here for our earthlings here today? Inner child. Play, laugh, be silly, heal child wounds. So inner child is here again, which is always a beautiful thing. The inner child, to be playful, to be not so worried and uptight about everything, and allowing ourselves to be in the moment, to express ourselves freely, to enjoy and to feel ourselves freely, and to do these things in a childlike manner. Third eye chakra. Okay. Third eye. You are the creator of your own reality. So that's dare to dream and create a vision for your life. This is about like what we just talked about, like be the change or stay the same. You are the creator of your own reality. If you don't make any changes within, you're going to create same scenarios over and over and over again. Soar like an eagle to find clarity. Things are not always as they seem. See the beauty and the gift in everything. Pay attention to the messages that are gifted to you in life and through your imagination. And sometimes going back to dare to dream and create a vision for your life. Inner child. So, okay, here we are on planet Earth. You're a child. Yeah, just got here, been here on planet Earth for a couple of years, a little bit longer maybe. And there you are, hopping around as a child. Not really, nobody taught you how to live yet. You're dependent on the people around you. You're not old enough to take care of yourself. You can't do your own things. You have to be in the vicinity of whoever is raising you. And so whoever is raising you is teaching you all these different things as a child. And this is why it keeps coming up, because now in an adult way, perhaps you did all the things that you were told to do. Perhaps you lived your life the way that they told you to live your life. Perhaps you did what society was requiring of you to do in order for you to have a good life, what they said anyway. And perhaps you did all these things, and here you are now in the middle of your life, and you're like, you know what? I did all of that and did all of that, and now I'm kind of bashing myself because I'm feeling kind of ungrateful. I'm not trying to be ungrateful, but I'm kind of feeling not happy with where I'm at. I'm not satisfied. I did all the things and I'm still feeling empty. Maybe I should be ashamed of myself, or maybe I should feel guilty for not all that stuff. We go through that stuff all the time, over and over. But you're not crazy and you're not guilty. And it's just that maybe you didn't express your truth in your own authentic way. So here you are midway through life. And then I'm encouraging you today to look back on who you were as a child and what did you want to bring into this life as a child. In your imagination, it can sound pretty crazy, like go back to being a child and look at that. But it's really like that's something that is authentically from a part of you as a person. So these things we learn to cover them up. So if you keep going backwards a little bit to reminisce a little bit about what you had back then, what you like to do, what were the things that you were dreaming of, what did you want to become before everything came in and everything became realistic and real, and now you had to make choices, and maybe you didn't make the choices that you wanted to make because you were listening to the people around you who knew better, or at least you thought that they knew better. Now you know better. So now it's a good time to go back and look at these things in your life. With the crown chakra showing up here for us today, it's often with the crown chakra, if there's any like, if you can experience a blocked crown chakra as obsessive thoughts, constantly going over the same thoughts over and over again, obsessing about the same thoughts. They just keep going through on and on through your mind. So that's one way that you can maybe, I'm doing that and it's very annoying, let me make that change today. Then you are already being the change, and you're changing something that is automatic within yourself. Being easily confused, like you have something that you're going to do and then someone says something else, and now you're confused. Now I don't know anymore because now they said this or said that. And maybe that's the empowerment that you need to find back from when you was a child, so that you can go about your business as you do, and then people come in and say something and you'll be like, you know what, I'll take that into consideration, and then you continue on your way. With a healthy third eye chakra, you're going to be able to do that. If you have blockages in your head region or obsessiveness, then it's going to be difficult. Maybe you're feeling disconnected to the world around you, disconnected to the greater good. Perhaps you have an inability to focus. You can only focus for 5 minutes and then you're done. You're over it. Depression, quickly tiring, epilepsy, and Alzheimer's is showing up here as consequences consequences of a blocked headspace or third eye chakra. And so you are the creator of your own reality. If anything today, maybe you can today, just for today, you can do some inner work on yourself. And as with the crown chakra, here are some affirmations that you can say to yourself, as in to open and to be more connected with your crown chakra. Third eye chakra. So we're in the third eye chakra. So this is about truth. It's about no, I did the crown chakra there. So we're gonna do the crown chakra. We're in the crown chakra. So the top of your head, very top of your head, is going to be the connection that you have with everything, connecting to, I am one with my higher self. There's no disconnect. If you're feeling disconnected, then there is a disconnect. So how can you find your connection? I am one with my creator. I am love, forgiveness, and am connected to everything. I am the light of the world. I open myself to allow the universe to flow through me. I am perfect just as I am. I am open for guidance from source, angels, and high beings of love and light. And being open to the guidance, not from the people who raised you, not from the people who you think you are in authority, not from those people, but now you're going to look for guidance from some celestial beings. And how do you do that? You can't just go out and find them because you won't see them, but you can tune in to yourself. That's where you're going to feel the nudges. You're going to feel the nudges and you're going to be drawn into different directions. You're going to find your way through how you feel about things. And maybe also you have to go back to your inner child to find back that your feeling, because when you grow up as a child, when you grow up, you're socializing with other people. Now they are going to come in and they're going to say to your emotional compass that you have within yourself, they might say that you cannot listen to yours because we're going to do what we want to do. So now we're going to go in a different direction and you have to like this too. And so we learn through that process, we learn to embody other people's emotional compass instead of nurturing and developing our own. So there it becomes a disconnect that later in life it's very beneficial to find the connect again. Find the connect again. And we are the creator of our own realities. Got rejection. Rejection sucks. Rejection sucks, and I think it does for everybody. And it's kind of a cold shower. To be placed in a cold shower when you get rejected. And victim. Okay, so rejection and victim is here, and perhaps when you was a child, they were rejecting you. They didn't want to play with you. You were not the cool group. You didn't fit in there because maybe you had other issues going on. Perhaps you had, like in my situation, I had abusive parents. So for me to go out and socialize with the other kids was almost impossible because I never learned even how to be around people like without being terrified. And so there can be different things, and you have your own upbringing in your own home, how you were raised by the people. That's going to have a lot to say on how you're going to be accepted or rejected from the people around you. And it's also going to teach you, are you going to be a victim? Because if you always be stepped on and you always be like, people can teach you to be a victim, and it starts really early with the rejection, like an affirmation, opening up, being more connected to the divine through the crown chakra, through your third eye chakra. See in between the lines a little bit. Rejection is a redirection. So if you're being rejected, don't take it personally. It's just a redirection. I know it sucks, and it's kind of like putting on a little heat in the cold shower so that you can manage it, so you can go through it without breaking yourself down and becoming a victim. Rather, you can be victorious in this situation. You can take it as a lesson. Okay, so I was rejected, and then I had to bite that bullet, and now I am okay with that. That was fine. Probably there was a lot of reasons why that couldn't happen like that. So here you go. And now you're not going to stand up in a victim way, like, oh my gosh, I'm always rejected. It's always bad, and all that stuff, and feeling sorry for yourself and having a pity party. You can do that too if you want to, until you get tired of it. That's when you want to be the change. This is an encouragement to connect to the bigger picture, see the things in a bigger picture. And the rejection, it's not always a bad thing to be rejected. Sometimes it is the best thing that could happen to you to be rejected. But you usually don't know that until hindsight. So hang in there, hang on to your hat, and go through whatever it is that you're going through. And maybe if you are going through hardships, perhaps you can use this time to remind yourself that you are part of something greater. There is something greater. There is a meaning behind it. Your soul is trying to develop itself here on planet Earth. And you have to learn certain things in order for it to do that. And so going through those lessons and learning to grow and learning to become more of who you truly are, more back into your inner child, more childlike. So you're gonna peel off all these unhealthy layers of the onions, like all the rejections, like peel it off, get rid of it, all the victim stuff, peel it off, get rid of it. Like, you are worthy and you are the best. You are always accepted. Divine loves you, and you can find so many ways to twist it around so that it makes sense for you and it builds you up rather than bringing you down. Life is hard enough as it is. Ace of Pentacles. Abundance, new manifestations. Four of Swords. Rejection. Okay, so if you were rejected, then don't worry about it. Might be another opportunity coming right behind it. Sometimes in life it's like, okay, let's present this to the person and see if they're going to settle for that, since they've been a victim their whole life. Perhaps they want to go into a victim relationship. Yeah, let's put two victims together. Now they can complain all day long and be all sad and stuff, and they're going to love that because misery loves company. So we can do that, or we can use this rejection. Like, you use the rejection, you change something within yourself. If you don't change something within yourself and you keep being on that victim mode, that's why you're going to recycle all the same experiences. So that's why I said in the beginning, if you don't make any changes, your life is going to be the same in 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. This is one of the changes, a big one. This is a big change that you can make in your life. If you have felt rejected by the world around you, practice feeling included. If you can't really feel included by the people, then reach out to the celestial beings. Build your spirit team, your ancestor, your all these lineages that we have, like all this power that is behind us, that is accumulated in you. Like, bring that to your consciousness, into your being, and build that reality, and be the creator of a reality that is empowering you. and you're going to see new opportunities coming in behind the ones that you reject. You'll be like, nope, I'm done with the victim stuff. I'm done with that. I'd rather be by myself than to have another one that is in that same mood, because it really it just sucks. So work on how can you bring your energy levels up? How can you aim up? How can you bring out the inner child? That's definitely going to, like, inner child, they just go out and ask to play. They haven't learned about rejection, that, oh, you got rejected, well, then you're not good enough. Oh, you got rejected, oh, you're not pretty enough. Oh, you got rejected, you're not smart enough. Oh, you got rejected, oh, you're not thin enough. Oh, you got rejected, all these things. Kids don't know that. They just go over there and start playing, or not. Like, if they don't match, then they won't play. And so the rejection, try to go back to that childlike, and have faith, have that empowering connection that you are a part of everything, and you're an important part of everything. And especially if you're here listening to all this heavy stuff, going inside and doing all the inner work and all that stuff that nobody wants to do. And if you're here listening to this, then you are an important person on this planet Earth, because you are one of the ones who is going to raise the vibration on this planet, so we don't, maybe won't ruin it and break it down. So new opportunities are going to come here, and take some time out to meditate and go within and figure out the how do you feel about rejection? I wrote a whole song about rejections. I'm like a poor little downhearted victimized girl. I fear rejection. Anxiety tells me, push him away. I fear rejection. Well, I'm not sure how I feel. Is this even real? And so, yeah, I've had to work a lot on these things, and it's major, it's big. Like, once you start understanding that rejection is just like a redirection, and maybe it's the best thing that could ever happen to you, that you never got into those situations. Now you have a new mindset. Now you have new emotions relating to yourself and your ability to actually fit in, to actually be a part of the world around you. Maybe you have to be the leader, and then other people can come and be a part of what you are doing. And so the Four of Swords, meditation, healing, silence, taking time alone, developing that higher level of consciousness, like the crown chakra, like creating your own reality, being a part of everything, understanding your power and your place in this world, on this planet, so that we can raise the vibration from feeling rejected to being like, cool, I got rejected. Let me see what other perfect opportunity that is going to come my way now, that I didn't waste any more time on something that I'm already done with. And being a victim is like, it sucks. Like, I was a victim for so many years, and I felt so sorry for myself, and I was so sad, and it was so lonely, and I was so sad, and I couldn't take it, and I was like, everything was my fault. I know it's my fault. And oh, you can step on me all day long, it doesn't matter. Victim is like, just, I'm done. I don't have any more to give. I don't want to put my best foot forward. I don't have anything to contribute with. I'm just down and out. And so how can you go from being a victim to being victorious? High Priestess, use your intuition. Read in between the lines. Empath. Secretive, all-knowing, hidden truth. You're learning about the things that is like hidden. Oh, this is hidden knowledge. We can't teach people to be free people. We cannot teach the people to see through the whole matrix and the thinking cloud that we're all like wrapped up in. We can't have people do that, because they're going to see clearly. And once they see clearly, they're not going to approve of everything that is happening around, because now they can see it clearly. Don't be a victim. Be a victorious person. You're here for some reason. You're here looking for a better version of yourself. You're looking for your inner strength. You're looking for your inner rebel. You're looking for your inner I don't care. You're looking for your inner I am empowered enough to make my own choices, to live my life, to create the reality that I need, that I want. And I'm also brave enough to go back and find back my inner child and the inner playfulness and doing these things. And you do it, walk in quietude, just do it and show people the results. Just do the inner work. Don't talk about it, because they're going to be like, oh, that's nonsense. Or they're going to pull you back into victim mode. No. Oh, you're trying to rise up over there. We're going to kick you down a notch. So come here, tell us all about it so we can kick you down a notch. Don't do that. Victims usually connect with other wounded people. So stay to yourself for a little bit in your meditation. Stay to yourself. Use your intuition. Connect with the divine. Use your intuition. And Healing, 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 healing came out many times. Healing. Nine of Swords in the reversal. So this is like your anxiety, the worries, the restlessness, fear. Like, oh my gosh, I lived my whole life in fear and it sucks. Like, fear is no fun place to be, and everything is just like, wow. And so this is like going from being a victim. Go within, take some time out to meditate, like find a way that you can find some peace and quietude in your life so that you can go within and figure out, because you're working your way by doing these things. You're not afraid of rejection. It's just a redirection. It's nothing personal. It's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing that you did, nothing that could have been different or should have been different. It is what it is, and you just accept it. Full acceptance, radical acceptance. It won't be a problem for you anymore. Now you just have to be okay with being rejected. People are going to say no. People are going to say yes. People are going to say maybe. People are going to lie about it. People are going to be truthful about it. People are going to do all kinds of things that people do. It has nothing to do with you. What has to do with you is how you approach the answers. How do you respond to this life? How do you respond to it? So once you're starting to doing this work and you connect through your crown to the eternal, to the greater, like, you are going to be able to move out of this restlessness. You're going to be able to calm down those nightmares and those fears and the anxiety. And by taking action, you're going to kick yourself out of that headspace that is so difficult to get out of as a victim. It is so difficult to get out of it. It takes action to get out of it. And the action that you can take is to start to see yourself in an empowered way. Start to be like, no, I'm not going to just sit for that. I'm not just to say, okay, just say yes to that. I'm not just going to accept that. And then you're starting to stand up on your feet. You're starting to rise up and be a voice in your own life and creating your own reality where you are not a victim. You're victorious. You're here. You are probably extra victorious than other people too, because you're actually trying to do the work, which is very commendable. And so, inner child, connecting to the greater good. You are not a victim. It's okay to be rejected. It's okay. Don't reject yourself. That's kind of what you do when you're a victim. Take a breath. Esther and Abraham Hicks says, the law of attraction. Do not try to save the world. Oh, I'm going to save the world here. Do not try to save the world. Save yourself. That means that you need to focus on what makes you feel good. Here is the focus. Like, take that into your meditation, not the anxiety, not the worry. What makes you feel good? What is it that makes you feel good? The process of pivoting, going away from this kind of feeling, thinking, anxiety, pivoting so you can bring in good thoughts, positive thoughts, uplifting thoughts. The process of pivoting is the tool that will bring you to what you want. It is the process whereby you consciously decide, yes, I want to look for what I want, and I will no longer look in the direction of the lack of what I want. And the beautiful light in me, it honors, it loves, respects the same beautiful light in you. And until next time, namaste.